Did I lose it? Is it coming through? Come on, man.
Hi there, welcome to Forward. Come on in. I'm Dr. Nate Favini.
Shut up, Nate Favini. Did I lose it? Rasmus. What up, James Marshall? It is Wednesday. It is 100% Wednesday. What's up, Jack Martino? How you living, Braj? Shut up, Nate Favini. Artillery Channel. What up, Brunge? What up, Wiley? What's going on, Brajes? Let's rock and roll. It's Wednesday night. It's that time. My favorite. Rasmus. What up, James Mark? Damn, I can't get my stuff. I can't get my my sound chips, but the show's got to go on. What's up, Patrick D? What's up, Tom Mellon? What's going on, everybody? Cheers. Cheers from San Diego. Hope everyone's living good, living well. Let us know what you're drinking. Let us know what you got in the fermenters. And let's get it going. Let's get drunk. No one's got to go anywhere except go to bed. Hope everyone's doing good, living well. Happy hump day. Happy midweek. Bring this down a little bit. Let's rock and roll. Man, this bums me out. Get over here. What's going on, Rasmus? He's out there in Denmark. It's probably midnight his time. CH getting mainstream, kicked off with a commercial. Yeah, man, I love Coors. Whatever's in my fridge right now saves me money. What's up, JR Reynolds? JR Reynolds. What's up, Braj? Let's get this going. Revolutionary Hazy Hero. That sounds delicious. Where's that from? Where the hell is that from? All right. Hello, humans. Hello, TK Brewer. TK the Brewer. What's going on, everybody? Yeah, I got one of these. We were trying to do a blind taste contest video with some of the Mr. Beer kits last Sunday. We did a collab with Trent, me, Maury, and Trent. I don't want to spoil too much, but we got some beers left over. We got some commercial stuff left over. There's my cat. Eat your food? Yeah, it was dinner. All right, what's going on, everybody? No sound chips tonight. Do we have the NBC?
Say it. M. No.
B.
Just say it.
C.
All right, well, we got the NBC, which is more crucial than the sound chips, but I apologize. Sorry about my sound chips clips. What up, Fisherman Dan? Cheers from Texas. Cheers from San Diego. There's James Marshall up there in Canadian. Up there in Canadian. Got myself a New England IPA tonight. Took me 56 attempts, but I think I got it right now. That's a joke. That's a good joke. I know where he's going with that. All right, let's rock and roll. It's just me tonight. We're doing 2 streams a week now. It's me in the chat. Shit. I can chill out with you guys. We can keep the chat alive. The heartbeat. The mother brain from Super Metroid. And then Thursday, I'm going to have a guest on, whether it's somebody online like Pros with Peter tomorrow or somebody local guy. And we can get this going. The only rule is there's no egos. Anybody got a question? Throw in the chat. What up, Zach Pearson? What's up, you brunch? Thanks to everybody who watched the last Homebrew for Life video. I know that video bombed. That's fine. I love making that video. It's a video within a video. It's a community within a community. And it was my shitty MTV Cribs tour. But let's rock and roll. It's Wednesday night. I got a bunch of beers. Trent left me a bunch of beers from Los Angeles. I'm going to crack those in a second. But let us know what you're drinking. I think a couple people have kind of come through a little bit. And what's in your fermenters? I have nothing in my fermenter right now. And I might have to actually throw a beer out. Scott S., cheers from Florida. Cheers from San Diego. We're from Canada, Texas, San Diego, LA. I know some of these guys are from Pacific Northwest. Let's light this crowd candle. We're talking about a lot tonight. We're talking about a lot. I actually wrote some stuff down. Oh, I'm supposed to put this on Facebook. I actually wrote some stuff down. Questions I got from the channel this week. Thank you for help produce the show because it gives me material. Japanese and Mexican lagers. What is hot burn and how to avoid it? What does whirlpool mean? That's a good one. Putting out more shorts, outtake videos. That's not a question. That's just a topic. I'm going to do my first no boil beer coming up. And I'm going to try to do a no grain hazy. It's going to be expensive, but it's going to consume less time. Is extract making a comeback? What are my 3 most sought after homebrew items? What's going on in my throat, man? I think it's because I haven't smoked a cigarette in a little bit. Goose Frabo, what's up, brunch? Dan Diego. El Segundo beers. I'll pull one up here in a second. What up, Dan Diego? The PewDiePie of the homebrew community. Talk about returns similar to the return policy at Costco. What are we talking about? Just cake, 2 beers, 72-hour hazy. Nice, man. Yeah, Dan Diego, check out his Instagram. He's a brunch. No grain hazy. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it. No grain hazy is right. Why do we add dry malt extract late to the boil? I actually just made a YouTube short video on that. And what is the best time to check your original gravity? What is the best time to check your original gravity? Really quick, what's going on? Big shout out to Brian, Short Circuited Brian, for coming on last Thursday. 2 streams. Wednesday, it's us together. 7 minutes in hell or heaven if it's Dan Diego. And that way I can keep up with the chat. Thursday, it's a guest. 6 o'clock. Thursdays as well. And last week's Super Chatters. Thank you guys for not helping me have to have a roommate still. Marvin Gomez, you're a barrage. Artillery Channel, thank you. He's here right now. Thank you so much. Jeffrey Marrow, thank you. Jacob Kendrick, you're the bras. Joseph Ide, ×4, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Spanka, 1911, thank you. Gorgeous George, a.k.a. East Mill Creek Brew, all over Instagram. He's a barrage. Got one of the best homebrew setups I've ever seen. Bodine's Brews, thank you. I'm supposed to take Kiowa out to dinner with your super chat. Victor Hooper, you're a brunch. Tom Ellen, brunch. Kiowaska, my weekend girlfriend, thank you. She's not here. She's coming home from work. I think her phone died. Pony Pasture, thank you, Barrage. Always helping with the merch. Always helping with everything. You guys are all helping too, just by being here right now. He's in the new Homebrew for Life video. That's the one with Trent. Elementary Bruco, you're the Barrage. That's Brian out there. He's got a good channel. Mash Ton Moron, thank you. Jonathan Elliott, thank you. I appreciate you guys a lot. I do. You guys help produce the channel and get it going consistently. And I never thought this super chat thing was a thing, but it definitely is. And thank you. I know people watch it live, and then some people watch it in the morning. And you are appreciated. Where's my buttons, man? Wow. Get over here. Back off, War Child. Get over here. What the fuck? Oh, I think it might need its own. I know what's up. I think it might need its own. We're going to be very sly dog with this. Its own like USB plug-in. Let's try this. There we go. What happened? Are we going to hell early? Tom Alvarado, what's up, brunch? Please work. Please work.
Say it.
Damn, that's a bummer. Well, sometimes you just got to work with what you got. What's up, Richard McDonald? How we living, Braj? Zach Pearson, I got a Pilsner in the Fermenter, 3470. I love that stuff. Big news. Big news. I'll put this in the chat right now. Trevor, the Australian Barrage, he's actually in Denver right now. He got his brewery. I talked about that a little bit on the stream last week. And as far as location goes, it's about as good as it gets. It's called South O Brewing Co. I think that's his Instagram handle. Check him out. He's looking for a head brewer. He's looking for people that want to work at his spot. He's going to work his own job. He's not going to be the head brewer there. He wants to hire somebody that has experience commercial brewing. He wants to hire a head brewer. So if anybody is interested or in the market, or they could refer the right person, here, check it out. It looks like the raddest place in the world to work. I've been there. Let me put this in the chat. Congrats on my engagement. Bro, marriage is punishment for stealing in some countries. Click on that. Does that link work? Yeah, it's a hell of a brew house. I don't know how much pictures are actually on it. He's got a link up here for careers, and that's pretty much it. Join our team. Southo Brewing will be opening its doors in the coming months, and we are looking for passionate people to join the team. If you're interested in one of our open positions, start by applying here, attaching your resume. Don't see a role you're looking for, go ahead and apply with your resume, yada, yada, yada. I've been there. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. And, God damn me. Smoker's cough. You know, you go to a lot of breweries and it's so cluttered back there and you can't even move around. This place is like the exact opposite. I'll put his Instagram in here too. Let me try to pull up his Instagram. He's probably got some better pictures. Southo Brewing. Let's check it out. Southo. Let me see if he's got a better picture. Yeah, look at this brew house. Check this out. Look at that. Richard T, careful. I just got married last Wednesday. Congratulations. Congratulations. I don't know where my things are. Yeast in the Barrage, man. Welcome back. Back from the dead. I hope you're well, Yeast in the Barrage. So check that out. I don't know. Shout out to anybody who's on the Discord posting jobs. Let's give them a quick little shout out before we get into our spiel for the night. Industry jobs. Black Plague. They're a big one. That's Enzo. He's the Barrage. The 19-year-old. Black Plague is the Tony Hawk one. And Oceanside. Viewpoint Brewing in Del Mar is hiring for front of the house and back of the house. Shout out to Enzo, man. Killing it. Define Brewery in Pearl River, New York. Rockland County is hiring part-time. Pretty sure. Yeah, check the Discord. And I put a new link in the Discord. I don't know why it expires after a couple days for whatever reason. I do not know. Shannon Horton, what's up, Raj? But it does. But let's just keep drinking beer. 36 people here right now. I want to get Short Circuit in here. He had a really good video today on the Anvil stuff. The Anvil stuff rips. It's very blue collar. And that's all I have to say about that. Another Barrage opened up a brewery. Tommy from Blue Fire Brew. What the hell? I'm getting pissed off. And that's in like San Marcos Vista as well. Dude, I'm sweating it out, man. Look at this. I'm permanently sweating these days. Richard T, rarely get to take part in a live feed. Welcome, Richard T. Come on down, man. We'll do an NBC here in a second. Who smokes the blunts? We smoke the blunts. Who does the drugs? We do the drugs. So put that on your radar. Tommy's done a little Homebrew for Life stuff. We did a podcast when we were like first starting out. He's got the guy with long hair. I think he went to Cal. He's traveled Europe. Him and his brothers just opened up a brewery, and they're called Blue Fire Brew. And I want to get in there. Brew show. I got some laughs, man. I'm working on that video. It's funny as shit. Get it out. Me and Trent did a collab on Sunday. That was funny as shit. It was funny. Trent comes in and he's like, how do you want to do this? Like, let's bounce some ideas off each other. And like the 190 or whatever videos from Homebrew for Life, no one's ever done that. You know, Maury says whatever. Kevin will shoot a little B-roll, but no one's ever been like, how do you want to do this? Like, do you want to come in from here or that? Usually it's just me. And I'm like, hey, you go over here, film this. You say this, Maury. Redo it, do it again, too loud. You got to be louder. You were mumbling. Stand up straight. Stop looking down. But no one's ever been like, hey, like, let's, how do you want to do this? Like, do you want to come in from this? You want to shoot it from this side? And I was like, whoa, that's what like real YouTubing is. That was rad. So shout out to the Brew Show. We're going to have videos coming out Sunday night. I'm looking forward to this one. It's kind of weird, but I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about extract, and I think I've learned a lot. A lot of people hit me up and they're like, what should I buy? Should I buy this? Should I buy that? And I have a lot better answers for them now after this video. I have a lot better answers for them now. People that want to get into brewing. And this video has actually inspired me to make another video. The 5 or 10 mistakes new brewers make. So, yeah, that was fun, man. This is my first beer, Trent, since Pizza Port Sunday. So, let's rock and roll. Maury's always living good. Maury's always living too good. I run 7 miles almost every morning, and I see Maury walking his dog. So he's been up since the crack of probably 6 or something. Check him out on Instagram. He's always walking his dog. He posts like 500 stories a day. I hope he's listening right now because I want to let him know how goddamn obnoxious he is. I kid. Hey, big shout out. This channel almost has 2,000 subscribers. That's a lot for a side hustle channel, for a live stream. I want to thank you guys. I know it kind of lost steam when I was going through the breakup with the, can't say her name, cut it out. The ex-girlfriend. But I think we're back. We're cooking with grease, and we're coming up to, I've got like 1,900 subscribers and some change. I don't know why all you motherfuckers aren't here right now. No, I'm kidding. But thank you. That's cool. That's really cool. And I know a lot of people can't watch it, and I know the live stream is just kind of its own vibe. What up, Thelonious? What up, you brunch? Can't push my buttons tonight, man. I'm going to try one more time. But thanks to everybody who rolled over for Homebrew for Life. And I'm going to start chopping these videos up a little bit better because I know that it says it's connected. Speakers, high definition audio device. Cut it out. Uncle Joey, that bum who couldn't afford his own apartment, just living in the basement. His older brother raised 4 daughters. What up, Cable? What's up, brunch? And I'm going to chop these videos up a little bit because it's just tough to go back and watch, a 3-hour, I guess, somewhat. I guess it's probably just a podcast at that point, just an aimless podcast. But like tonight, what are we talking about? What are we not talking about? What did we talk about earlier? Japanese and Mexican lagers. What is hot burn? Hot burn sucks. How to avoid it? You don't. You just kind of wait it out. I think I just answered that. We're talking about what does whirlpool mean? I'm doing a no-boil beer. I'm going to do a no-boil beer. What up, Lex Steel? What up, you brunch? We can hear the sound clips just faintly. It's because it's coming through my shitty monitor right here, and it's going in through here. And it says it's coming in through my good speakers. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm not paying the bills. One of my most 3 sought-after homebrew items. I know that. I already know that. I don't even have to think about that. I kind of have to think about that. Why add dry malt extract late to the boil? I just made a video on that. When is the best time to check your original gravity? So really quick, that's pretty much it. Watched a few badass BrewTube videos today. Shout out to the Animated Brewer and Short Circuited. I'm doing a collab with the Brew Show. Still no Clawhammer. I don't know. They write me back like once a week. Brewlosophy hasn't written me back. David Heath, I talk to him all the time on Facebook. It's just the time gap thing. I think he's like 12 hours ahead or 10 hours ahead. David Heath, Dangerous Dave. I talk to him all the time. Just the time gap thing. I just don't think it's possible for a podcast or a live stream. And new Discord link should be in here. It's in here. And if you're watching this on a later day, that's it. The only one rule for happy hours, there's no egos, Legos. Lego my egos. Who's in here right now? Brant Lampron, what's going on, man? You ever use the Flex Plus fermenter? Not at all. That's not really the Homebrew for Life style. Somebody in here might have, though. Somebody in here might have it. Cable Hogan, thank you for the super chat, man. Thank you for the short video on dry malt extract. Thanks, Braj. Big cheers to Cable right there. Thank you, you brunch. Brandon McMillan, how are you, man? I hope you're wearing those t-shirts well, Braj. No boil beer was part of my idea. I'm into that. Thank you guys who wrote on the YouTube post for that. I am going to make a Belgian beer, by the way, too. I don't know if you guys were trolling me or if you actually want to see that video. But I'm going to make the beer and just fucking give it to charity. I'm going to go down to the local bum church and give it to them. I'm kidding. We'll drink it. Somebody will drink it. David Heath is the man, Dan Diego. He's definitely the man. Tried your sous vide dry hop idea. Worked kind of. That's a shot in the dark, Shannon Horton. That's definitely a shot in the dark. Ryan Carter, I had you in here earlier. Thank you for the super chat last week, man. CH survived last Thursday night. That was heavy. I'm not doing that again. We went all day drinking. And then I did a live stream with Short Circuited Brian. I will never do it ever again. I will never do that ever again. I have to be at least sober when we start these things, because I'm going to have 5 beers. There he is, animated. We're just talking about your channel, Ubraj. Meso, back from the dead, dude. Out there in Colorado, man. Cheers from San Diego. I'm about to crack a beer that Trent just gave to me. Maybe we should NBC it. We should NBC you later it. Yeah, shout out to Animated Homebrewing. He's got a great channel. I'll put it in here. Don't forget. Somebody send it to me so I could just put it in the chat really fast. He's got a very funny channel, Animated Homebrewing, talking about being an expert in mediocrity. Sound like me, Braj. Sound like me. You got to get rid of that siphon, though, man. You got to drill a hole, put a spigot in that BSG boil bucket. That's driving me crazy. Meso, man. What up, you brunch? Only 5 beers? All right. 8. We'll keep it going. I'm going to try to do 2 hours Wednesday and Thursday night. But yeah, Animated has a great channel. I threw it in the Discord. Click on it from there. And Brian has a good video. Brian comes in waves. Richard McDonald, thank you for the super chat, Braj. We'll do a mandatory beer chug here in a second. Brian had a good Homebrew for Lifestyle video, or I guess kind of the same stuff that we do. The Anvil Bucket, which I'm a huge fan of that fermenter, they finally have a connection to go pressure transfer, to transfer under pressure. And the video was good. It looks like it works. I didn't catch a price tag though. It's looking probably like $100, but Brian did a great job demonstrating it, and check out Short Circuited's channel on that. I'm a huge fan of Anvil. Someone earlier was talking about, thank you, Richard McDonald. Cheers, Brouch. Keep up the good work. I'll try my best. The shorts kind of help out with Homebrew for Life. They kind of keep the channel in the algorithm, and I know they're not typical Homebrew for Life videos, but sometimes you just want to watch a 1-minute video. Sometimes it can be more informative than a 17-minute video where people just ranting and talking about Simcoe versus Mosaic or something. But it's really good for the channel. And I know Animated's good at doing it. And if anybody wants to put out YouTube videos, I recommend doing YouTube Shorts. It's kind of their way of, competing with TikTok. But it's good for, it keeps YouTube thinking about you. And we're going to do that. Did I see Jorge Castro? What's up, Jorge? I had a dream about Jorge Castro. I had a dream we were walking. We were bar hopping. I don't know where we were, but it was a good dream. We were hanging out. I was giving him a noogie, putting him in a headlock, giving him a noogie. It's $35 for the Anvil setup? That's a hell of a deal. Oh, yeah, because I was probably watching. It's 2 parts. He was talking about how the Anvil pump, taking off the nylon or the plastic part of the pump and putting on something steel. I don't know. That's got to be separate then. That's where I went wrong. But we're here. It's NBC it. Let me finish this. I'm going to get the Trent beer really fast. But me and Trent, we're talking about shooting a couple vlogs. We're going to put out... What's up, Jorge? My things aren't working, damn it. Or is it just low? Jorge Castro is out there in Puerto Rico. He's got a brewery. I hope everything's well. I know that there's kind of a COVID thing coming back. Trent was down from LA. They do the mass in LA. They were kind of surprised that we don't do it in San Diego right now. I know it's just kind of different from all, where we're at in the world, yada, yada, yada. I hope that you're good out there in Puerto Rico and that you can sell your beer. Holy shit, that's a super chat. All right, here we go. Mandatory beer chug. To Brian Lampron. I'm going to the bars with that tonight. Where's Kiowa? Where's Kiowaska? Where's my weekend girlfriend who's going to beat the shit out of me? Thank you, Brian. Much love, man. That keeps the channel going. That saves me from not having a roommate. And that's going to fly me up to LA to shoot a vlog with Trent, Pros with Peter, and Portly Gentleman. And by fly, I mean drive my shitbox 1996 Toyota Tacoma. That's got 215,000 miles on it. And it's just broken in. 215K on a 2.4 taco. Thanks, Brian. Appreciate that, man. Thanks, Cable. Thanks to all you guys, man. Let's NBC, and we'll get into it. I actually know what to talk about. I I'm going to write down 10 questions, homebrew for life, you know, because there's like 200 videos from all over. People still watch like how to bottle and how to add priming sugar, and people throw questions in there, and I'll take the 10 best ones that I think are relevant for something like this. And I could actually talk like Peter from Genius. Portly Gentleman is in the building, man. What's up, you Portly Barrage? Hope you're well, Brad. Yeah, we're going to come up there. We're going to shoot a vlog. I'm going to do an Airbnb. I'm going to crash in all your motherfuckers' houses, man. I'm going to show up with 10 dudes, no beers, and I'm going to take the master. Portly, you're on the couch. You're in the garage. I want to do more vlogs. I want to do more vlogs at places that are... Scott S., man, thanks for the super chat. All right, I need a glass. We need to do an NBC. I'm going to hit the button to do an NBC while I go get a glass, and we'll come back and do the real NBC. Scott S., thanks, Brush. Yeah, Portly. Check out Portly's channel, too. We're going to have a party at his house and do a live stream while he's freaking out and calling the cops and trying to beat the shit out of me. Nah, I'm kidding, man. Brad, I hope you're doing well, Brush. I hope you're doing well. Great Majango just subscribed. I love how this pops up, too. I love OBS. Check it out. That's what it looks like when someone subscribes too. Much appreciated. Thank you, Scott S. Cheers, Brosh. He's out there in, was that Texas? Texas. I got shed for you. I got a shed for you. Tom Alvarado's there. Brew Mill Tony's there. Portly Gentleman has 5 bedrooms. I don't believe that, but I kind of believe that. What up, Mike Brady? What's up, Brunch? Barrage Fest 2.0. Yeah, we're going to do the Casey Neistat thing. We're just going to go around, murder beers, and troll Prost with Peter's employer, where he works at. No one will tell. No one knows where he works. Now I want to know where he works. Portly in the mansion. All right. Brew show video Sunday night should be a good one. It's there's a lot of variables, you know, it's like opening up the Mr. Beer kit. How does it work? What's actually inside the box? What's the ingredients? What does it use? Trent's versus mine. There's a couple variables, blind taste contest, and that's as much as I'm going to say. But I've learned a lot from this video in regards to people that want to get into beer that are dead aimless, that have a lot of questions, what to buy, money. I just Venmo you for the plug. What a fucking idiot. Trevor, say something, man. Trevor just Venmo'd me for the plug. That's Trevor. He's being a shy boy. I should put that in. I'll put that in the comment section. Hit up if you guys are looking for work. South Oak Brewside. He's looking for a turnkey brewer that shreds, that rips, that can get in there and run a 10-barrel brew house. Brew show's moving in. So the video is going to be good. I've got the Nitro video coming out. That's going to be like a real Homebrew for Life video. I'll answer that right now. What are my 3 most sought after homebrew items? Without question, at one time it was a mill. And when I'm talking about sought after, it's things that I'm looking to buy on Craigslist, OfferUp, or Facebook Marketplace. Obviously, these are available brand new, and they're going to cost you an arm and a dick. But when I'm talking about sought after, I'm talking about secondhand. And I think all this stuff's stainless steel. 3 most sought after homebrew items. Number 3 would be a mill. I have that now. I had 2 at one point. That was huge because when you don't have a mill, you're on other people's time. You have to go to the brew store. You've tried every hack. You've tried putting it in a coffee grinder, hitting it with a hammer, putting it in a bag, rolling over it with your shitty 1996 Tacoma. Nothing works. Nothing works. So the mill, but I have that. I have all of these except one. And then the second one would be the nitrogen tank system because it's different than CO2. The tank's different. The regulator's different. The faucet's different. And I finally got that now. Northern Brewer did send us one, in full disclaimer, to make a video out of it. And I have that now. And I'm going to put everything on Nitro. I'm doing a maple bacon beer, and I'm going to put it on Nitro. And it's going to be the most delicious thing on planet Earth. And I have that now, sort of. It's underneath Trent sod. It's still kind of in a box. That, and then the number one thing that I dream of that I'm never going to get, I will never get. And when I'm talking about this, it's used. You know, you can buy this for $200, $250, a 10-gallon corny keg. a 10-gallon corny keg, or at least the ones that David Heath uses, the 7-gallon ones. I could do a 7-gallon batch. But the 10-gallon corny kegs, I look at Craigslist every day, offer up. They're not there. They're not there. And I'm still looking at corny kegs. I'm always looking at corny kegs. If you can get a good corny keg, $40 price, figure a 10-gallon one, $100 or less, that is my dream. That is my home brewer's dream, is to pick up a 10-gallon corny keg for $100 or less. Pull it up right now. I know that they're probably $250. Actually, I'll just pull it up. 10-gallon corny keg. I type in one and Google, and 10-gallon corny keg pops right up. $200 Cake Factory. Look at how beautiful this thing looks. I might have to throw it into Bitly. David Heath rocks these, and it makes me jealous as hell. He should just do a video on 10-gallon corny kegs all day. Here it is. Yeah, that's what it is. It's the all-rounder. It's the same top. I mean, it's the same post. It's all like a ball lock. But it's $200. 130 max PSI, which is way more than any of like the Spike or SS Brewtech stuff can hold. It's pretty much rated to be a corny keg. Height and diameter, 18 inches, so that could fit in everybody's kegerator, and the diameter is 15 inches. Yeah, it's just wider. It's probably the same height. That's it. That is my most sought-after homebrew item I could possibly imagine. On God's sweet green earth. On Jaws' sweet green earth. So if you guys see that, jump on that. I mean, if it's, $100, I would run to National City to buy that. Just to find it, just to score it. You could buy it for $200 right now, but it's like, nah, you want to get that come up on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace, or I don't know. That's a good question. What's the best one? What do you guys use? Craigslist is the worst. Offer up. Facebook. 10-gallon corny keg. Only in dreams. Technicolor. In my dreams, I'm slam dunking all day and scoring 10-gallon corny kegs off Craigslist or offer up or whatever. So that's it. 3 most sought after homebrew items: mill, nitrogen setup, 10-gallon corny kegs. Japanese and Mexican lagers. Very similar. Very similar. I just did a Mexican lager. I did not use any corn or maize. When you run corn through a hot roller, it squeezes out oil and stuff like that and turns into maize. And that's what it's going to look at, or that's how it's going to read at your local homebrew store for the majority of the time. And it's about like an 80-20 ratio. Mexican lagers, as light as the day is long, as clear as the day is long. Zero bitterness. I just did a Mexican lager. I didn't use any maize or corn, however you want to chalk it up. But yeah, Mexican lager, 80-20 ratio, 90-10, 80-20 through, Pilsner malt, German Pilsner malt, and maize. And then 1 hop of saws at flame out, 1 ounce of saws at flame out. Japanese is kind of the same story, but it's corn. No, it's rice. I'm an idiot. What am I talking about? Same story. They've got different hops. I've never really used Japanese hops or Japanese style hops, but it's the same kind of gist. And it's a little bit more of a ratio. It's like a 60-40 ratio between malt and rice. And the thing about rice and the thing about corn is it's cheap. It's cheap. It'll always be cheaper than grain, than malted barley. I don't know if that helps anybody out. The guy who asked me that question, he's not even here. He doesn't even give a shit. Has CH's stain on his shirt been discussed yet? Oh, am I getting fat shamed by Animated Homebrew? It's not a stain, Braj. It's becoming a man. It's sweating profusely. I feel like I'm Chris Farley on a Weekend Update or some shit. Delonius, what's up, you brunch? My most sought after piece of equipment right now is a regulated CO2 manifold so I can pressurize my beer at different levels. Yeah, You're talking about like the one with the two-headed dragon on it. Those are kind of expensive. I've never really had to put pressure on beer. Some people drink stouts at lower, this at 10, or this at 5, or this at 8. I've never really had to do that, but I hear what you're saying, man. I'd imagine the price tag on that's about $100. That's not something you're going to find on Craigslist. You'll find CO2 tanks with regulators, but that's a little bit more kind of advanced. But live your life, man. Let me know. I'm talking about a 10-gallon corny keg, and maybe the joke's on me. Marco, I scored a 14-gallon SS Brewtech Conical for $250 on OfferUp from a dude in Carlsbad. Right on, man. I drove the hour and a half to pick it up in the same day. That's where I live. I live in Carlsbad. Cruise over next time. Thai lager. Yeah, Japanese lagers, Mexican lagers, they're delicious. They're definitely the lightest lagers. I don't know what's in, this is pretty damn light. Every commercial thing's light. Every commercial Pilsner compared to like a craft beer Pilsner is 100% distinguishable. As it should be, because if it tastes the same, why wouldn't we just, stop buying the craft beer Pilsners and just go get Modelo's and shit like that? Double regulator for serving and forced carbonated. Shout out to Portly Gentleman. He's putting out a lot of content. He's got the Halo homebrew setup. I've always said there's different classes of homebrewer. Portly is at the top. Brew Cabin's at the top. Short Circuit is at the top. Homebrew for Life is at the bottom. We're at the bottom. David, he's kind of in the middle. How much money do you throw into your man cave? And there's no right or wrong. I just enjoy homebrewing at a more kind of DIY, keep it cheaper level. And not only that, but we've kind of painted ourselves in that niche. If we started like talking about $1,000 glycol chillers now, people are like, what? Like, what? Are you our sales rep for that? Are you getting a piece of that action? Are you getting all that affiliate marketing? It just wouldn't make sense. So I'm sure Brad has a lot more money than me, but Brad's going to make the video and I'm going to figure out how to make it for $10 or $50 and there's, with that, there's always going to be more work, more maintenance, but I don't have a job. I'm at home all day. So I could check on fermenters every 10 minutes and watch for that airlock to bleep, 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 bleep. What up, S. Smith? Tee it high, let it fly. I haven't golfed in a while, but last time I played, it was pretty good. So check it out. Japanese, I don't know. If you're just going to do a lager, I don't do a Mexican lager. I don't know. Just do a lager. Just do a lager. I wouldn't, who's got a good video on a Japanese lager is Clawhammer Supply. And I think they use jasmine rice. I'm a big fan of that channel. They use jasmine rice. I know a lot of people use jasmine rice. CH, you need to do a DAY glycol chiller. Already got that video. Matt Landis, already got that video. Just get a giant 60 quart cooler filled up with a 20-pound piece of ice, and it'll work for about 48 hours. And in that 48 hours, you could fill up, it's a lettuce cabinet I rip out, filled up with ice, and that thing takes about 48 hours to solidify. And that's the video. I know you need to do it like 2 or 3 times because yeast doesn't take 2 weeks. It does not take 17 days like Josh Wiseman's video. It definitely does not. But the bummer about doing a Mexican Pilsner, I've never done a Japanese Pilsner. When you do a Mexican Pilsner with corn, I taste the corn. I can't taste cream corn. I can't taste DMS, but I can taste corn. Every brewery that does a Mexican lager with corn, I just taste corn. So I don't know. We're all different. I like rice lagers over corn lagers, but I may be in the minority. It's because, Trent, you're Japanese. You're Asian. No, I'm just kidding, man. I don't know. Maybe it is. But if you want to make the beer and save a couple bucks, it's cool to do those styles. And again, I've never done a Japanese lager. I just have read about him and watched Clawhammer's video. What is hop burn? This is a good one. What is hop burn and how to avoid it? Hop burn. Anybody who's ever eaten a pellet before or a hop before and they thought, hey, this would be a good idea to see what it tastes like. It's not, because it's going to burn the back of your throat. What's the word? Astringency. It's going to put the back of your throat on fire. That is hot burn. And a lot of hazies have that. A lot of beers that are dry hopped have that. And we've all experienced it, I think, drinking beer and it lights your throat, thorax, whatever goes down to your belly. It blows you up right behind your Adam's apple right here. It sucks. Especially when you're paying for it. You know, as a home brewer, you can kind of deal with it and there's ways to get rid of it. You just pretty much wait it out. But if you buy a $7 beer and it's just frying your mouth, that sucks. And I've been there a bunch of times. But yeah, it happens typically with hazies when you're dry hopping because you put the hop, you know, you're dry hopping. It's not really like getting cooked. It's not cooking in wort. So it's almost kind of like eating that fresh pellet or something. And it burns the shit out of the back of your throat. But just give it time. A good way to get rid of it is just cold crash it, dry hop it and cold crash it for another day, maybe 3 days, and it just goes away. And when you do taste hot burn, that just means that breweries or tasting rooms are just serving it too fast. But it does go away. And that's pretty much it. That's as best as I could explain that. Feels like heartburn? Yeah, it does. Eric Rubio knows what's up. It sucks, but it, you know, a lot of off flavors and homebrewing just go away after time. Just give it time. Sulfur goes away after time. I've had an infection, kind of like come and go. It was weird. And then hot burn. Yeah, it's just from, I think it's always there. I think it's always there. When you excessively dry hop, when they're just kind of sitting there and you're just drinking pretty much that dry pellet that your friend dared you to eat. And yeah, just give it time. Cold crash, 3 days, and it goes away. That's it. That's hot burn, and that's how to. You can't avoid it. You just get rid of it. And that's all I have to say about that. Hot burn puts hair on your broad's chest. Let's crack a beer. Let's mandatory beer chuck.
Say it. M.
No. B.
Just say it.
C.
Mandatory beer chuck!
Just staring at a picture of my big ass mouth with cavities going on. Yeah. What up, Jeffrey Valensky? Cheers from Australia. Lager being created this weekend. We're all from the States and Canada for the most part. Cheers, you Braj. I think Trent's pissed at me. I think Trent's upset with me. But yeah, somebody just hit the nail on the head. Josh, sh_brew. That hot burn is killer for those rushed batches. That's exactly right. That is exactly right. Hot burn means it's a rushed batch. Now, here's the thing. It sucks more for homebrewers because homebrewers, we do hazies, hoppy hazies, and it's 5 gallons of beer. You know, if you do a big batch, you know, you can't drink that thing in a couple days. But when it's 5 gallons, the toughest part is waiting that extra 3 or 4 days to not drink the whole keg of beer. For me, it is. But yeah, it's just a rushed batch. East Canada, Todd Addison. I want to hit the come on down. Man. So Hotburn, give it time. Just like Novocaine. Always works. NBC. Broken Skull, good stuff. Okay, yeah, this is it. This is Steve Austin's Broken Skull IPA. Shout out to Trent and his lovely white wife, Rachel. 6.7%. Let's see if the camera can pick that up. Broken Skull IPA. El Segundo, that's a big one. I don't know of too many breweries, but I know of El Segundo, and I know of Golden Road. We talked about that. And I know about Artifacts. They did a good thing, and they collabed with everybody straight out of the gate. That was his thing. The CEO or the president or the owner of Artifacts legitimately hit up a ton of breweries in San Diego. They did Pizza Port, they did Northern Pine, and they had Artifacts on everybody's can as a collab. They had it on a Pizza Port can with Blake. Blake's the owner, ex-owner of, or the ex-head brewer of Pizza Port, now started Craft Coast. Works 96% of the time, all the time. Dawson's Creek, what up, brunch? Drinking an ice cream stout from Jay Wakefield. Cheers to you. Hector Topetti, first time in 10 years brewing again. Got a pale ale under pressure right now. Hell yeah. Setup after following your vid. Fuck yeah, Braj. And scored an entire all grain setup in K grader with CO2. $150 Craigslist. That's the shit I'm fucking talking about. Shout out to Hector. Can't hit the button, man. Can't hit the goddamn button. How do I avoid an overpowering pine taste when buying beers? Which hops are the most piney? That's a good question. That's a really good question because it's not going to tell you alpha acids on the bottle or can. It's going to talk about just what hops it is. And shit. Every IPA hop, every single IPA hop, every single IPA, Simcoe Mosaic, Amarillo, anything from about 14 to 17 alpha acid. Alpha acid's like the center of what makes a hop bitter. And chances are if they put a hop on a can or a bottle, it's going to be hoppy. They're not going to do it for brown ales. They're not going to do it for Belgians. They're only going to do it for IPAs. So buy beers that don't have hops on them. Buy pale ales. Sierra Nevada. Come on down. Eric Lane, Spirit World, baby. Cheers, man. That's the Pacific Northwest barrage. Hope you're doing good, man. Drive-by shootout. Busy tonight, but trying to do my part and help. Eric Lane, you're the man. I'm still going to come up one of these days before our ship sail. All right, let's give it a go. I didn't have this on Sunday, Trent. I was actually kind of hurting, and I wanted to like make every shot count, yada, yada, yada. So here it is. To simpler times, to the blood of our enemies. Cheers, Eric Lane. It's delicious. It's dank. This is a great beer. Thank you, Trent. Cheers, Braj. This is a great beer. This is really good beer. Tom Addison, how do I get a green tint color in a hoppy IPA? How do I get a green tint color? Add food coloring. Actually, Trent made a video on that. What was it? Sarsaparilla? I'm saying it wrong. Trent, help me out. What's the stuff they put in kombucha? Green, turquoise, neon. Not sarsaparilla. Sarsaparilla is root beer. What's the... fuck. Trent will chime in, or I don't know, he might be taking a poop or in the shower or something. El Segundo's great. Tom, I know you're probably a big fan. Probably seen a bunch. Is that Stone Cold beer? Yes, it is. Good question. Surprised I don't have a picture of him on this thing wearing a cut. Spirulina. And good night. Brew Show's out of here. Spirulina, to answer Tom Addison's question. Chocolate Fool's Gold Chocolate Peanut Butter Imperial Hefeweizen by Rusty Nail. That sounds like a joke, but I believe you, Matt Landis. There's an app that breaks down flavor and it gives. Yeah, Brian L's right. There's all those apps and stuff like that, but I like the blind taste contest stuff. TK the Brewer, Matcha, and Spirulina. All right. What else we got? What does whirlpool mean? What does whirlpool mean? It's when you're making eggs Benedict. You stir it up and you drop the egg in. It's got a little ducktail that sticks out at the end. What does whirlpool mean? It means a lot of things. Spirulina is algar. Wait, what happened? Somebody got their message censored. That's funny as shit. Enjoyed this little time. I'll catch up with the rest on replay. Have a good night, Richard T. Next time, spirulina is algae. Oh, message retracted means he deleted it. Is algae. Yeah, it's like Irish moss. It's all like local roots and kombucha and all that stuff. It's vegan to the bone as humanly possible. If you can find, get the Elite PTA good beer. Yeah. I'll send you one. Had to drive to the brewery to get it. Send me everything. Send me beer, please. What does whirlpool mean? Whirlpool means a lot. Sometimes the whirlpool is kind of, it's super easy. All good, Trent. Later, Brosh. Let's see what's going on with Trent. Got some messages. Had to bounce. Cheers, Brosh. Whirlpool. It's exactly how it sounds. Why it gets confusing is because you see it in recipes when it's like, add this hop at whirlpool. What does whirlpool mean? It means three things to me. One of them means cooling down. You know, you're stirring up. What up, JoJo? Whirlpool, you're just stirring. You're just stirring in the same direction. And usually you always do it at flame out unless you're pretty much, it just means stirring. Adding in sugar, dry malt extract. I've never added liquid malt extract to the end of a boil. It's always been dry malt extract. That's why I don't care about brew house efficiency. It's because I just do DME. And we'll talk a little bit more about that later on. But whirlpool, it's literally just at flame out, you want to spin everything because that's what it creates, like your bathtub when it creates that like underwater whirlpool volcano shit thing, and it's going to pull everything, all your proteins, closer towards the center and the bottom of your boil kettle. That's one way it's going to clear up your wort. Another way is when people talk about adding hops at whirlpool, it's because when you're adding hops at flame out, whirlpool is post-boiled. It's at flame out. You're not trying to get bitter hops. So when you throw in a couple ounces of hops, you want the flavor and the aroma, but you don't want them to get bitter. So when you do the whirlpool, you're going to cool it down quicker. And the longer that it takes to cool down, the more bitterness you're going to extract from those hops. And obviously when I'm knocking out or when I'm chilling, I have the whirlpool thing going the whole time. I'm just I've got my pre-chiller set up. It's got my real chiller or another chiller that's in the kettle. And I'm just doing a whirlpool the whole time because you're mixing hot water with cold water. And it's just like, Grandpa, when he made tomato soup, take a bite, it's too cold, keep stirring it, and it cools down because you're mixing the bottom stuff, which is the hottest, with the colder stuff, which is on top, and it's just going to cool down a lot faster. That's pretty much what whirlpool is. I mean, it's cools your stuff down so you can get the post-boil hops to not get bitter, aroma and flavor, and brings the proteins to the center of the kettle, and which is ultimately going to clear up your wort. And then it just a lot of people think it like does stuff with DMS. DMS is the cream corn off flavor. I don't taste DMS. I've never tasted cream corn in a beer. A lot of people are immune to it. A lot of people don't have that taste bud taste for it. But that's it, whirlpool. And I don't think whirlpool is ever going to hurt unless you're, using a paper straw spoon, and it's going to just disintegrate and boil into your beer, and it's going to be disgusting. But that's whirlpool. Whenever you see it on recipes, when it's like add this hop at whirlpool, it's like, yeah, drop in the hop and just stir, and you're ultimately just trying to get, in that regard, trying to get it from getting bitterness from the hops. That's all I have to say about that. Eric Brooks, what's up, man? CH, watched it and it's not clear to me. On the peach sour, did you use the Good Belly pills or the carton or both? I don't know. I use both. And whatever is in the video is in the video. Wish I had a better answer for that. Counterflow chiller, people can use that. Yeah, you can do that. But I just like the old-fashioned elbow grease, roll your sleeves up, yada, yada, yada. But to answer, what was this question? Eric Brooks' question. When you're talking about lactobacillus, you're talking about like billions of cells. So however you do it through, I don't know the actual rate. It's like 10 billion cells or something for a 5-gallon batch. That's the way we did it. You either get it from the pills or you get it from the carton. But just look at how many billions of cells are in the back, and that should help you out with that video. It's been a while since I've done a kettle sour. It's been a while. What's up, Dylan? What's up, Brunch? What up, you dog? What's up, Dill? He's been around since day one. Tom Ellen did a hop shot of Mosaic and the Whirlpool last week. That stuff is brutal to clean after. Yeah, I'm going to start messing around with hop oils, but Homebrew for Life, we have a lot to compensate for. We've done way too many shitty videos these last 3-4 years. We should have just done grain to glass. I love the pizza waffle stuff and the surstrumming video stuff and the sous vide stuff. I don't think we've done a sous vide thing. I just do sous vide. The pot roast stuff, the crock pot stuff. But people want to see recipes. People want to see beer. And, we'll do a hazy video and it'll get, 30, 40, 50,000 views. And then we'll do a beer battered corn dog and it gets 1,500. And it's the same amount of time I have to edit. I wish that we did have more subscribers. I'm not bitching. I'm super grateful for everybody that's here. But if we did have more subscribers, it would ease up tension for me to make the shitty, beer battered ravioli videos and stuff like that. But in the meantime, up until the end of the year, it's all going to be like carbonated sangria, maple bacon, brown on nitro, Gruit. I'm going to do a Belgian beer. I'm going to do a no grain hazy. It's just going to be a lot of beer videos. And that's it. I just got the Milwaukee pH meter. I want to try out. That thing rips, but you got to take care of it and leave it lubricated. It's going to have a little thing connected to it, a little capsule. Always have, I think the green one, 7% pH, the calibrating solution. Always keep some of that in there, or at least keep water in there, because that's the closest thing you're going to get to 7%. Todd Addison, thank you so much, man. John, thank you so much. Content is great. I'm happy with it. Thanks, Brages. That's a great question. Do not buy a shitty pH meter. I've never had good luck with them. I've talked to Donnie. I've talked to Maury. They do not work. Some things, if something's $150 and its competitor's thing is like $13, like, what do you think's going to happen? Like, more often than not, especially something like that, such like a advanced, when you're checking acidity or base or, I don't know, nitrogen levels or amino acid levels or what's going on in your beer, your garden, your green thumb. It's like, just buy the right thing and just do it right the first time. Did I get a dog? No, I can't have dogs. Dogs are a hard no here. Dogs are definitely a hard no here. Bring back Zima. Bring back Tequiza. Remember Tequiza? Tequiza used to have billboards. And then overnight it was gone. They just had a shit product with Tequiza. What was that? Light beer and tequila? That's disgusting. Mexican Boilermaker? Blech. Jose Artiga, what's your take on monk fruit extract? Like dog heads, slightly mighty. I have no clue, and I wish I did. I have no problem with fruit extract in beers. I don't. Unless it's, I don't know. Unless it tastes too extracty. Where's a good place to score Milwaukee? Probably Amazon. They're about, who paid for that? Was it about $130? Who was just talking about that? Eric Brooks. Yeah, I think I paid about $100, $110. And every brewery you go to, they're going to have one. You go into the back house, they'll always have the Milwaukee. You don't need the one that has the temperature on it. You just need the one that does the pH, and you pretty much have to have it for kettle sours. I don't do pre-boil pH or mash pH. I don't check gravities for that stuff, but you're gonna have to do it for kettle sours. Try Lagunitas Hazy Memory? Not yet. Elliot Tucker. I like the blind tasting videos on the clones. I'm super down with that. We're trying to turn every video into a blind taste contest video, Elliot Tucker. I think that's the best way to talk about your beer. There's so many beer channels that sometimes and we used to do this too. They'll make the beer and they'll be like, that's the recipe. That's it. Have a good one. Ship shape, yada, yada, yada. And then there's no review. And people need to be as honest as they can, because we don't own breweries. I don't own a pub. I'm not selling beer in stores. It's like, if you fucked up on the beer, talk about why you fucked up. If it's a good beer, talk about why it's good. Talk about what you could do differently. And most beer channels are like, that's it. We made it. It's super good. Yada, yada, yada. And a lot of the times it's not, because that's just homebrewing and everything's an experiment. But the best way to kind of see how good that beer is the blind taste contest videos, because we can't really lie when I have 4 guys in the room and we're not dicks to each other, but we bust each other's chops. And the goal is for people to get it wrong. You know, if I'm doing Ballast Points Kolsch versus Keystone Light, which we did, and somebody screws it up, there's going to be a serious reaction, and I'm not going to edit that out. Like that's going to, you bet your bottom dollar that's going to make it in the video. So we're going to do more of that. We're going to do more of blind taste contests following up the videos. So we're going to kind of combine them. And we tried to do that with Trent on Sunday. It just like, these all-in-one beer kits are just a different vibe. I don't know. I wait for the video Sunday night. We're going to drop the video. Trent's going to drop his and I'm going to drop mine. And it's going to be cool because we shot kind of the same footage and we're going to see like our different styles of editing. And Trent's very professional, simplified voiceover, and we're homebrew for life. We're, the anti-heroes of the world. Bring back new Albion Smash. I do not know what that means. Zach Nogasek, Maine Twisted Tea. I've tried Trent's method and it was good. I want to try one of Trent's recipes. I'm going to do Trent's. He does ciders and pear ciders, and he actually did a maple beer, a maple brown, but I'm going to put some bacon in that. But I want to do one of Trent's recipes. Trent's got a really good channel. Check out The Brew Show. Cheers, Martino. Cheers, Braj. He's got a homebrew channel too. Al Bro, I saw you today. What's up, Braj? You're one of Short Circuit's Patreon supporters, members, subscribers. Shout out to you for supporting Brian out there in Ohio. That's rad. That's super rad. Maybe one day I'll do the Patreon when the cops finally come after me and I need to post bail, go for parole. Brandon McMillan, what's your take on fresh hot beers? Living in Pacific Northwest is definitely something I look for every year. I think it's huge. I think that beer is going to get to the point where it's going to be turning into wine, and you could already kind of see it on some websites. Yakima Valley, when you buy hops, they ask you like, what do you want? Do you want this year? They got a button for 2020 or 2019. I think wine's going to go that same way. And when I go into a brewery, I ask them, a place I've never been before, I said, what do you sell the most of? What do you sell the most of? That's what I get. I have friends that go in there and say, what is your freshest beer? You got to remember that beer is food. This is food. This is the same stuff that ultimately goes into bread and granola bars. And we preserve it a little bit better. We put, we refrigerate it for one, but yeah, a lot of people just want the freshest, especially home brewers and commercial brewers and business owners. What up, Matt Mustaine? What's up, Raj? How are you, man? It's been a little minute. So that's what I got to say about that. What else do we have? What else were some other questions? Putting out more shorts. I think we kind of talked about that earlier. We're just going to put out more content on Homebrew for Life. Just 1-minute videos. I know it's not the traditional video people probably want to see, but it keeps us in the algorithm, and they're very informative. I think they're informative. How to make a spunning valve. I bought one for $50 off Kegland. The one I made is way better, light years better. I don't like the plastic little gray thing. I'm gonna give it to Trevor or give it back or something. The one that I bought was way better and already had half the stuff. Already had the little brass T-bone thing and already had a PSI gauge, and all I was missing was the actual pressure release valve, and that's $10 on Amazon. And you turn it, you set it to like calibrate it, fill up an empty keg with CO2, and then put it on 15 psi, and then put your regulator from the keg on 15 psi, and then put your spunning valve on the set your keg to 15 psi, unplug your keg and regulator, put your spunning valve on there, and set the PRV valve to 15 and see if it checks out, see if it calibrates. And mine did perfectly. And I made a video on it. How to make a spunning valve in 1 minute. And I think people liked it. I think people dug it. Shipping hops in hot weather, is it a problem? Not if they're vacuum sealed and you're getting them within probably a couple days. Whit Kaufman. Party Time Brewing. What's up, James? Went to a brewery last weekend and the bartender recommended one of the guest taps. What do you guys serve? What do you guys sell the most of here? It's the Tap Hangover from the brewery down the street. What do you guys recommend? It's the Coors Light. It's the banquet beer. And the bartender recommended one of the guest taps, and the server forgot that they brewed it at that location. That's funny, man. That's funny as shit. Yakima Valley is the best place to buy hops. Matthew Landis. Joshua Shepard. I got 5 gallons of wine fermenting right now. I'm afraid of that. Next time I do wine or mead, I think I'm going to do about 2.5 gallons. That's a silly story, man. CH with fucking 13% 5-gallon batch of mead or wine on tap. Yeast in the Barrage. CH, have you started a Patreon and did Thursday night thing? People would become patrons. Yeah, but I've talked. The thing about Patreon versus the Super Chat, I like Super Chats because I do Super Chats. I follow other people's channels on Twitch and YouTube, and I do throw $5 at it, and you get a shout out, and I like it, and so I decided to turn it on and do it. To have someone's credit card every month kind of on file, just reoccurring, and I don't know, and I think there's a lot of people that give Patreon a bad name. Like they'll be like, I'll exclusive content and yada yada yada, and you click on their Patreon, it's like a selfie, or like I don't know. I think Brian Short Circuited does a great job with it. He gives everybody shout outs in his videos, and he sends people pint glasses from time to time. I think he's got a good handle on it, but for the most part, I'm not saying I'm probably never going to do it. I'm probably never going to do it, but I don't know. There's just a level of cringe or whatever. I could do the Amazon affiliate links and the YouTube videos for the stuff that I vouch for. There's way too many YouTubers that get sent a new thing and they're gonna make the video and vouch for it. They haven't even used it yet. But if I'm making a video and here's an Inkbird and link in bio. Flora Brewing does good too. Yeah. Appreciate that, Dan Diego. Appreciate that, Yeast and the Beast. I do pretty good with this, and we did this before we were doing super chats and stuff like that. And this does help out. Like there's probably $40 or $50 that came in tonight. I'd rather do that organically. People are just like, hey, I watched your video. Here's $5 or whatever. Than actually have it again set up where the credit card's just getting prorated every month, like a Pornhub Gold subscription. OnlyFans, that's next. That's on the horizon. That's coming up next. New Albion Smash is just 2-row in Columbus, I think. OG Craft. I'm into that, John. I'm into the whole less is more stuff. And I'm making a video right now about like what to do when you're starting out in brewing. And Chris Vodka, what up, Brunch? How are you, Braj? He's OG. He was the one who helped out Apartment Brewer get everything going. He's done some logo stuff for me. He rips. He's a Braj. Like if you look at a heady topper recipe, someone Google heady topper. They're all going to be different, a little bit different, but there's like 10 different hop additions and there's 10 different dry hop additions, and it's a very expensive beer to do. And a lot of new brewers want to start out and they're like, hey, I want to do a heady topper clone. It's like, you don't want your first beer to be $120. You don't want to do, and you're blending so many hops together like that, you're not learning about the hop or the malt. So going back to John's thing, I do like the idea of that. I love the idea of that. New Albion Smash is just 2-row in Columbus. Less is more. I get it. Smash is a thing. Smash beers. Same malt, single malt, and single hops. Smash. Say Maury and say Always Horny. I don't know. A smash is perfect if you want to try it. Yeah, and everyone's doing splatches, split batches. So do a 10-gallon batch, and then just cut it in half, and then do 2 different yeasts or something like that. I'm 4 beers deep and breaking the seal. Can we get an NBC? We'll do an NBC here in a second, I promise, because I'm going to break the seal with you, yeast in the brush. What else I got written down here? Is Extract making a comeback? Is Extract making a comeback? I think it is for homebrewers. It'll never be on that commercial level. It's way too expensive for a commercial level. But I do think Extract is making a comeback. I talked to Brian about this on Short Circuited, and I always use dry malt extract. Or not always. Sometimes I hit my gravity, and it's all good. But I have no problem putting DME, dry malt extract, LME, liquid malt extract. That's definitely more of just an extract batch. But dry malt extract or liquid malt extract or corn sugar or table sugar is to compensate for low gravities and stuff like that. It's kind of an old baker's trick, old trick of the trade. What up, Brew All Day? But I think it's making a comeback. And I think it just comes down to time versus money. You know, when you're doing an all grain batch, it's cheaper. You're a little bit more invested. And I've got all the all grain stuff. I think all you guys do too. But when you're doing extract, and you got to keep in mind, extract comes from mash tuns, or it comes from mashing in. You take a mash, and then you turn it into liquid malt extract, and then you suck the water out of that, and it becomes dry malt extract. And it's obviously more generalized. You know, there's Pilsner, there's amber, there's dark, there's extra dark, there's light Pilsner. But how much time do you save when you're doing extracts? There's no mash, there's no recirculation, there's no sparge. You're just pretty much bringing it to boil and then stirring it in, and then adding, if you have a 60-minute hop addition, you're doing it from there. So it saves a lot of time. And the way brewing's going, all these old wives' tales of you have to do this and you've got to mash for an hour and ferment for 2 weeks and Vorloff and you have to do 60-minute boils and 30-minute boils. I think that extract is just more convenient. And is it as good as all grain? It is all grain at one point, but like, is it as good? It's like, all it takes is a couple YouTube videos, a couple viral videos of blind taste contests. I mean, blind taste contests are what put California wine on the map. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie, Bottle Shop, with Alan Rickman. Rest in peace. Die Hard. You know, if you made a all grain batch and the same recipe with an extract batch and brought it to, you know, professional beer judges or commercial brewers and they couldn't tell the difference, like, I'm going to brew extract. I'm going to brew a lot. It's more expensive, but it saves a significant amount of time. And like I said, Brian from Short Circuit is going to do it. Northern Brewer is going to send him stuff. You know, it's not like it's a Mr. Beer kit. You know, you still get good yeast. You still get great hops. Mr. Beer kit, they send you like the weirdest shit ever. It's like this all-in-one hop, sugar, extract, and all-in-one. You know, a real extract kit, it's all you're still getting Chinook or Columbus or Northern Brewer hops. You're still getting White Labs. You're just getting a condensed form of the sugar, the wort. So we'll see. I don't know. I do want to make that video. I know Brian's going to do a bunch of those. I don't really want to cramp his style, but we'll see. We'll definitely see. But I would love to make that video. It's all about blind taste contest. That's the best way to figure out your palate and to determine beer. Zach Pearson, my biggest pitfall is getting the wort down to pitching temp. I've tried a bunch of different stuff. My biggest pitfall is getting the wort down to pitching temp. Why don't you get a pre-chiller? Get a pre-chiller, brush. Fill it up with ice. You can pitch yeast at like 100 degrees. You could probably do like 110 degrees. Extract is so damn expensive, Chris Vodka. It is. But, you know, the older you get, you figure out the time is money. Don't forget those MWCs. I do not know what that means. Has anybody ever found an unopened Mr. Beer kit at a Goodwill? No, but I feel like I always see the shitty little fake wood and plastic fermenter thing at the Goodwill. I feel like I always see that. I always see that. That's funny, Shannon. I always see, because I go craft beer. I go video game hunting for retro games. Not as much as I used to. But there's always like this shitty little plastic wooden barrel thing. It's funny. Dan Diego. Yeah, like I said, you know what's crazy is like people think that dry malt extract's like this super gnarly hack thing. The dry malt extract that I buy is from Bryce or Muntins. It's the same people. It's not like it comes from, I don't know, Mr. Beer. It's like it actually comes from Bryce. It comes from farmers. You know, I buy my country malt 2-row. I buy, raw or 2-row. And then for my DME, I buy a Bryce. Potato. No deals on retro games anymore. Stupid eBay. No, that was a thing of the past. Got an unopened can from Mr. Beer over 10 years ago. Absolutely not. No. And it sucked now, not to spoil the video, but I couldn't even imagine what it was like 10 years ago. I don't get these whole Mr. Beer kits. I think they give homebrewing a very bad name. I think they burn people out. I think if you took the time to, do it and ferment it and drink it, it's just not going to be worth it, and you're never going to get into brewing. But that did not spoil nothing. Animated Homebrewer, he's out of here. We're going to do like 20 more minutes. We could do a couple more NBCs, man. Anybody got any more questions? I got one more thing written down. I got a couple more things written down. Why add dry malt extract late to the boil? I just made a video on that, so we might have some questions. What's up, Chris Ratty? What's up, Brunch? I do not want it, John. I definitely do not want it, but thank you. Good looking out. Why do we add dry malt extract late to the boil? It's because you're doing it just for sugar. I do it. So this kind of goes hand in hand with my next question. When is the best time to check your original gravity? When is the best time to check your original gravity? And I guess I'll just answer them one at a time. When you're adding sugar, whether it's dry malt extract or sucrose, table sugar, or dextrose, corn sugar, you're doing it because you want to add more sugar, which, you're bringing your ABV up. You don't want it to, it's not going to get bitter like a hop, but it could caramelize. It could sit to the bottom of your kettle and scorch and give it a weird flavor. You just want it to get it in there, put it in there, stir the shit out of it and dissolve, and then start your knockout. So you could do it your last 10, 15 minutes into in your boil. But make sure you're stirring. The older the bag or whatever, it's going to have clumps in it. Like, stir the shit out of it, because that gets to the bottom. That could put a weird taste in your beer. Not a weird taste, but it could be different than what you're going for. If you're going for a Pilsner or something like that, and it scorches at the bottom and you got all this caramel flavor, it's going to piss you off. It's going to be more of like a amber. I thought you were going to talk about Anvil. Super into those Cats equipment. What's Cats equipment? Got to go eat. Taking off. Later, John. Have a good night, man. CH, I know some people are after saving time while brewing. However, I'm chasing the art of brewing. If I don't hit my OG, then I correct it next time. Nothing against DME, though. That's fine, man. Live your life. We're all different. That's what makes home brewing rad. There's definitely not one way of doing it. And I think that, people kind of getting away from the old John Palmer book or the Charlie Papasan books of how we have to do it is what makes homebrewing awesome. I'm going to get what I want, whether I follow a homebrew recipe or not. And that just kind of, it's just me kind of just through my own trials and tribulations and experiences. Again, that's why I do not trip out about brewhouse efficiency. And this is kind of the last thing I've got written down. When is the best time to check your original gravity? I'd imagine most people check your gravity. NBC Solo. I know, I'm not even touching this beer. Sorry, Raj. John, I'm right here with you. Most people check their gravity. They will knock out, get it into a fermenter, get the airlock on, get everything sanitized, and then they'll check their gravity, and it's like, damn, I came up short. And most people probably just stick with that. Just like, hey, like I just came up short. That's it. I used to like open it up. I'd put dry malt extract in tap water or sterile water, boil it for a little bit, put the sugar in there, stir it, and put it back in there. You always have to worry about infection and stuff like that. And I got to the point where like I didn't want to do that anymore. So when I would knock out, when I would kill my flame, I would pour, and I kind of talked about this in the video, and I would pour my spigot into, or I'd pour the wort into a coffee mug. Don't do it into a copper. Do not do it into a copper Moscow Mule mug. It'll burn the fuck out of your hand, and I've learned that the hard way. Make sure it's a coffee mug. Make sure it's porcelain. And put it in the freezer and cool it down, because when you knock out at 212, you still have like 45 minutes. It's such a big quantity of water, 5 gallons. It's not going to cool down that fast unless you actually are chilling it with a chiller and a whirlpool and stuff like that. So that's kind of my chill time. That's kind of like, okay, I knocked everything out. Let's set everything up. Let's get the camera ready. I'll put some wort into the freezer, stir it. It takes 10 minutes to get to room temperature. I'll check my gravity then. That's when I check my original gravity. And most of the time it's good, sort of. It's a lot better if I'm doing a propane tank or if I'm doing a propane day as opposed to electric, because propane, the flame is more aggressive. So you're going to burn off more. And the alcohol is going to be more concentrated. With electric, the boil isn't as rigorous, so you don't burn off as much, so it's a little bit more diluted. So you got to kind of compensate, because I'm always going back and forth between propane and electric. But that's how I do it. That's when I check my original gravity, and I'll make it right. So let me know if that made sense or didn't make sense at all. NBC, let's finish this beer. I'm gonna throw up, but let's do this. Beast, where you at? I need you. Dan Diego, where you at? Chris Ratty. No sound clips tonight. That's a bummer, man. Give me something. Who's here with me? I want to give a shout out to all you guys that are here tonight. All you guys in the chat. Later Animated. Thank you, Shannon Orr. Donovan Sanderson. What up, Donovan Sanderson? What up, yo, NBC? Should we rock and roll? Woo! Let's light this crowd candle.
Say it. M.
No. B.
Just say it.
C.
Woo! Welcome back. Hop Carol in the house. He's got a YouTube channel, man. We were supposed to do a podcast a while ago, but I haven't done that in a long time. I kind of gave up on that, but I wish you well, man. I'm still watching your channel. I know you're not putting out as much content as you used to, but I'm waiting for it to fire back up, Hop Killer. I'm waiting for it to fire back up. Elliot Tugger. Couldn't find a beer. Chugged fish tank. My man. Big Crush Jake. What's going on, man? Just crush it, Stone Cold Steve Austin style. I need to use that clip. The NBC clip is getting so repetitive. It's like the Power Rangers intro, man. It was the same thing forever. Forever. Favorite German beer. I mean, typically all beers kind of stem from Germany. Kurt Pick, what up, Braj? Kurt Pick in the house, man. Hope you're living good. Favorite German beer. Schwarzbier? What was that beer called? That dark lager? I don't know. I actually haven't been to Tip Tops in a long time. That's my German jam. We'll get Hop Killer on here. Hop Killer, you want to do next Thursday? We're doing Wednesdays and Thursdays from here on out. It's my 20th day without a cell phone. Love to get you on, Hop Killer, man. He's a barrage up there in NorCal. He's NorCal. He's NorCal North. I'm SoCal South. Next time I'll have my. Do all these work? Nothing works. Nothing
Say
works.
it. M.
No. B.
Just say it.
C.
What happened? Dark Lager, Schwarzbier, final answer. Tip Tops and Carlsbad. That place is the shit. Next Thursday, we've got Hop Killer. Can you hit me up on Instagram and confirm for that? Because I'm not the most structured human being that was put together on planet Earth. Yeast and the Beast. If I move to California, can I be on the stream? Yes, but you have to move to California, and I have to move to Texas. We have to flip-flop. That's how it's going to work. But we're coming down to it. I want to give you guys much love. We did 90 minutes. I love how you guys are here from the get-go. And like I said, tomorrow night it's going to be me and Pros with Peter. We're going to figure out where he works. We're going to figure out where that motherfucker works. And may the Schwartz be with you. All right. The Hop Killer. You guys want to do one more beer? One more six-pack? One more beer? Hop Killer's West Coast. We're on good time zones. We're on West Coast. What up, Tom Alvarado? I don't feel like the chat's the same without my sound clips. I feel like I'm a cop without my badge and my piece. I don't know what the hell's going on, man. I don't know what to do with myself. Oh, shit. There's the girl. CH is going to blush. Hey, guys, there's a girl in the chat right now. It's my weekend girlfriend. Her name's Kiowaska. There she is. Oh, my God. Everybody wish her. There's a girl in the chat. Everybody keep your pants on. Keep your shirts on. Except for me. My pants are already off. And I haven't had a phone for 20 days. I talk to her every day. I saw my dad last night. I hung out with some scumbags on Friday without a phone. I'm never going back to a cell phone. It's never happening. Jorge Castro, here we go. Oh, shit. 5 more. That's Donovan Sanderson's line. Kiowaska. I meant to say something important. There she is. She's in the chat, but got too excited. She's probably in the shower. She watches this in the shower. She gets naked and watches Little Rugrats and Homebrew for Life. Chris Ratty, thanks for the super chat, Braj. Kiowa, I wish you well. I do. I'll see you Saturday. Come over with your dog and let's make a mess. Cheers, Chris. Man, we need more girls in here. Too many shitty dudes with crow's feet and beards with gray hairs coming through them. But this is fun. Jorge Castro, come on down. We got to do it Sunday night, man. If it doesn't happen this Sunday, it's never going to happen. Trent came into town last Sunday, and I had like 3 beers at Pizza Port, and I was like, I got to go to bed. That was it. 5 more. All right, we'll do one more. Kiowa, get a Truly. Get an iced tea Truly. I legit don't know what to do. I did not get invited to the stream. You've been on the stream, Beast. You got to put content out again, man. Thought we talked about this. Beast, we'll get you on tomorrow night. Tomorrow night we'll go for blood. Tomorrow night we'll I haven't had a really bad hangover in 4 days. And we'll do it for Friday morning, Beast. Me and Pros with Peter. Thank you, Chris. Cheers, Braj. Thanks for all the super chatters tonight. Jorge Castro, he's the Braj. He's always down. He's 3 hours ahead. And we'll get them. I got to get green screen going in here because that way, you look at the camera right now, you see, if it was just me, it wouldn't take up that much room. There's the fucking dry erase board back there, the cork board, all this stuff. If I have green screen, it's just me. Like I could just make it smaller and yada, yada, yada. But I am so down for the Drunken Mario Kart thing. It is unbelievable. And that's us, Jorge. That's us. What's everyone drinking? I'm still drinking this beer. The Steve Austin beer. I'll crack another one right now. I'll crack a Belgian. I'm going to make a 10-gallon triple Dubel. PBR and pretzels. Donovan Sanderson's The Barrage. All right, I'm going to pee. Let's hit it.
Say it. M.
No. B.
Just say it.
C.
I totally didn't go pee. Should we try to get Maury over here? Kiowa, cruise over. I'm serious this time. Let me text Lord. He's like, nah, dude, I'm working like a 46-hour day, dude. Like, fucking told you, bro. Like, dude, you know, we're till like 10 p.m. You know what's funny? Shout out to Josephied, man. Thanks for the super chat. All right, I'm being a bitch, man. Let's fire this fucking stream up. All right, we're drinking, I don't know why I have these. We were trying to do a taste contest with Free Maury from Booze Brothers. It's got nothing to do with me. We were trying to do a blind taste contest with Mr. Beer and Coors Light, Coors Original, stuff like that. Completely different beverages. The best blind taste contest would be, what's the shittiest pumpkin beer you could get? You know, everyone puts out a shitty Halloween beer, and it's always just so much nutmeg. It's always so much cinnamon. It's so disgusting. They're so quick to market. It's not even carbonated. That's what Mr. Beer tastes like. And they call it light. They don't even call it Pilsner. It's like light, medium, or dark. You're like, what? What the fuck is going on? Later, Braj. Later, Don. Who's out of here? Later, Shandor. Welcome back, man. We haven't seen you in a little bit. Welcome back. Dan Diego. Josephied, man. Putting food on my table. Thank you. I feel like I got to show you guys my titties or something. Maury hasn't responded. Trevor, I just Venmo you for that shout out. No, if anybody's late to the table, Trevor's trying to find an experienced brewer. He wants someone to kind of come in turnkey. He's probably the nicest guy I've ever met. Ask Kiowa. Ask Kiowaska. Trevor's my Australian barrage, and he's looking for somebody that can come in and just make... He's in such a good spot, and he's so late to the table. He's listening to this right now. He has to come out of the gate with, like, phenomenal beer. There's no second chances in San Diego anymore, unless it's like your homies. But people that come in, the foot traffic, the tourists, they need great beer straight out of the get-go. 5 or 6 years ago, you could have a garage band shit brewery and gradually get better and better and better and better. That day's over. Sorry, Trev, but honesty is the best policy. And if you get the right guy, you can pull this off, and we'll shoot a lot of videos there, and we'll make it fun. You have my word on that. We'll make a lot of collab videos. Mermaid tears. Hot in Phoenix today. NBC was nice. Yeah, that's why I'm sticking with like the Coors Lights and the Keystone Lights. I'm going to have a bonfire tonight by myself. I'm going to sleep. My landlord put a letter on my door, and I was like, hey, you got to clean up your backyard. And he already hates me because we used to party here all the time. I went to go clean up all this wood out here. Let me see if I could. I don't know if the camera's going to work. But when I used to work construction, I used to bring a bunch of wood here for bonfires, and it's all dried up. I literally saw probably 15 Black Widows yesterday. I'm just breaking up pallets, setting it aside, flicking it up. Black Widows like Matrix style coming to my face. They've got all the little red hourglass things. I hate those fucking things. I'm scared to death of them with all my heart. Next thing you know, I'm hitting like another piece of wood. I look down. I'm wearing I wear these weird Van shoes. Kiowa hates it, and like my big toes stick out. Everything sticks out. Here's my shoe. Here's my shoe. Like that sticks out, and then that sticks out, and then that sticks out. Next thing you know, you're looking down, there's like black widows like touching your shoe. The other one's just as bad. Probably not the best. I just love these shoes. I can't stop wearing these fucking shoes. Brumil Tone, welcome to the party, man. Welcome to the shittiest party you've ever been to. There's Kiowaska. You literally almost burned down your house last time. Do you blame him? That's fair. We were out of control that night, though. We were hanging out with Gavin. Brumil Tony knows Gavin. Brumil Tony knows Gavin very well. Brumil, Kyle was in here, man. Act accordingly. Be chill, dog. Please be chill. Yeah, Brumil Tony knows Gavin. He's a psycho. I'm a psycho when I'm with Gavin. I'm not playing the victim card. Santa Ynez Valley, I'll show you wine tasting. I know that sounds familiar. Is that the Central Coast? S. Smith, we did have a crazy fire, though. Way too out of control for my 10 by 10 shitbox backyard. Kyle, if you're not drinking a iced tea, truly, I'm going to be pissed. Gavin, so chill. Yeah, I chilled with Gavin last Friday, and we're going to chill out on that. What up, Pony Pasture? What's up, Braj? Hey, big shout out to Pony, man. This guy always supports the channel. He sent me another picture today of him wearing the Barrage t-shirt. He's out there in Virginia. That's what, like 10:30 his time. Much love. I know the stream hasn't been what it was, you know, when I took that month off or whatever, but it's super rad to see all the homies back here and all the Barrages and the same faces. Jorge Castro, Donovan Sanderson, East in the Barrage, Pony Pasture. He's one of the newer guys. Dan E. Coors. Coors Banquet, Dan E. Coors. I know a Dan Coors. That tripped me out. Dan E. Coors Banquet is what's up. Yeah, it is what's up. It's good night drinking beer without, you know, waking up with an explosive hangover and marinating in shame all day. Shout out to Pony. Pony, you're in the next video, man. You're in the video that me and Trent shot on Sunday. And I would have had it out today probably, but I didn't want to put it out like 4 days before Trent. Trent has a job. Trent works in Hollywood, and he's an editor in Hollywood, and then every minute he gets, he's editing and, you know, creating a super rad YouTube channel, The Brew Show. And we probably could have put it out today, but I wouldn't fuck him like that. I would not. So we'll put them both out Sunday and just compete with each other that day in that regard. But I got Pony Pasture in that, and he's always supporting, man. Thanks, Brunch. Shame marination is the best kind. I ran 7 miles today at 7 in the morning. I'm in marination right now. You got to run before it gets hot. Speaking of which, I was talking to Donnie today. I ran with Donnie today. There's a big brew festival in Mammoth. Is anybody doing the Mammoth Festival? Mammoth Lakes. Not June Lake, but Mammoth. Bueller. Anyone? Bueller? No? Beast, you want to come on right now? East in the Barrage, you want to come on? Beast, I know you're in there, man. I know you're in there, you brunch. Anybody want to see East in the Beast? I know he's here. Sideways was the shit, man. That was so funny. That's the guy that did Election with Matthew Broderick and Reese Witherspoon. It's a weird humor, but it is a funny humor. Yeast and the Beast, don't ever tell me that I didn't ask you to come on, because I'm doing it right now, and all I'm hearing is crickets. All I'm hearing is Black Widows. You got Tom. You got Joseph. Yeast and the Beast, man. I know you're jerking off in the shower with your thumb in your butt. I've been there, but we only do this once a week. Where's he at? Yeah, a lot of guys don't like to talk about their real names and stuff like that. I go by an alias, kind of. I mean, my name's Casey Hardy, but I go by CH. Because when I was super afraid when I first started making YouTube videos, I was scared to death to say my real name. So I used an abbreviation of, I used my initials, Casey Hardy, CH. Pony Pasture Brewing, thanks CH. Barrage to the max. Just back home in South Carolina checking out Coastal Breweries. Thought I would rock my new shirt. Love this community. Dude, you're the fucking man. Shout out to Pony Pasture. He is the barragiest barrage in the game, man. Always supporting. All you guys are, man. Anybody who's here right now, I'm super grateful. We're always talking about the Sunday night drunken Mario Kart thing. I'm down. We got to make it happen. I need the green screen up. I know that me and Jorge have got a 3-hour time gap. If he's down, I'm down. All right, so much for Yeast and the Beast, man. What about Hop Killer? What about Jorge? Jorge, you want to cruise on? Puerto Rico in the house? Dude, he's jerking off in the jacuzzi again with his thumb and his fucking... Jorge. It's like midnight. I'm trying to put him in. Jorge, it's there when you want it, man. I need you. I gotta use the restroom. Nobody wants to come in. Nobody wants to step in the tree of trust. The circle of trust. Maury's not writing me back. Yeast doesn't write me back. Barragio Kart, Joseph's in on that. We've done it with him before. All right, Jorge, cruise on in, man. Send me one on Discord. Let's rock and roll. You hold it down. Talk about opening up a brewery, what your trials and tribulations are so far. I got to drain the main vein, but I'll be back. Hop Killer will hop in. You got to boom, 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 boom. Nobody wants to what? See what Yeast and the Beast looks like naked. Oh. Guess who's down to 204 pounds today? Guess who just lost 11 pounds? Look no further. Yours truly. All I do is just starve myself and then eat one meal. Love language. Ayahuasca. I'll eat 5 Taco Bell soft tacos, but that's all I'll eat. That's all I'll eat. 2 minutes. Let's get both you guys on. Let's get Jorge and Hop Killer on. You guys got to come in through Discord, though. We can rock out for a little bit. We could rock out for, another 10 hours. The 24-hour stream. Then Maury's going to show up. Then Yeast is going to come back in. Yeast is going to be sleepwalking. All right, I'm going to pee this time. Hold it down. Hold it down.
Say it. M.
No. B.
Just say it.
C.
I need more buttons for that. I was gonna do another trivia night. I don't think I could do those anymore because Brewmill Tony guesses all the answers every single time. Every single movie reference he's gonna get. Every single pop culture reference he's gonna get. It's like, dude, I'm not gonna send you like 3 out of the 5 T-shirts, but I will because it's fair. What's fair is fair. Is Ayahuasca still here? Do we still have a girl in the stands? Is there a girl in our presence? Is there a beautiful looking little 26-year-old North Parkian? I just ran back and hit the button like really fast. I was able to pull the P off without the screen going black. All right, here we go. Let's bring him in. All right. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. So we're going to go to window capture. And we're going to pull in. We're going to pull in. Jorge Castro, you paying your phone bills or what? I hear you. I hear you.
Oh, awesome.
How you doing, Braj?
I'm good. I can't see you though.
All right, let me go to. Let's go to.
Maybe I need to turn on my.
Let's go to. Voice settings is. We're gonna be able to do this together. We're gonna go to speakers. So speakers are coming in through here. So I'm gonna go through here. I don't know what's going on with my sound check. Jorge.
Yes.
All right. How
What's
are
up?
you, man?
Good to hear you, man.
Dude, I hear you perfectly. Okay, so here's my input device. It's gonna be. You hear me okay? Then we're gonna go to that, and we should be okay. I don't see your video though.
Let's see.
Thelonious, I'm always cheating on you, man.
Okay, here we go. I think I.
Can you guys hear Jorge?
Yeah, my camera's on now. I don't know if you can see it on your end.
Tice, what up, man? Thanks for subscribing. Every vote counts.
Yeah, camera's on now.
Camera's on, he says. There he is. All right, look at that. There he is, man. Were you listening when I told you I had a dream about you? It's coming in hot. Let's go to... Nope. Let's go to... Whoa. Ladies and germs, Mr. Jorge Castro.
What's up, everybody?
I wish I could hit the button that made it clap or something. Come on down or something. How's it going, Braj?
Come on down.
Come
I'm
on
doing good,
down.
man. Yeah, man. I didn't know you. I thought you were still doing the little sample thing.
What do you mean?
I call those samples the sound bites.
No,
Soundbite things?
no, I don't know what's going on. I don't fire up this computer unless it's Wednesday nights. I'm never on my PC. It's always just my Mac stuff.
Okay.
Hey, there's my dad in the house. That's my pops. Paul Hardy, super chat. Thank you. I know we're supposed to play golf tomorrow, but Thursdays are the new kind of hangout. But that's my pops. Love you, pops. Hope everything's well. Can you guys hear
Shout out to
Jorge?
Paul.
Can you guys? He's out there in
Yeah.
Puerto Rico. He's on the island. Let me pull it up on this.
Can you actually hear me well with this?
I can
I'm
hear
not
you
sure
great.
if I have to-
Let me pull it up on
Okay,
this.
good.
Let's see if it's good.
That's my boss. Paul
Brian
Hardy.
Poole says C,
Super chat.
so
Thank you. I know we're supposed to play.
Oh,
golf
your mic's
tomorrow.
off,
Thursdays
CH.
is the new kind of hangout, but
It's like a 45-second
What's up,
delay.
Matthew?
Pops. Hope everything's well. Can you
yeah.
guys hear Jorge? Can you guys?
Yeah, we can hear you good, man.
Oh, and now I'm here in your room now. I'm here in the room and like on the delay or something.
Now it's good because it was coming through the speaker,
Now.
but I killed that. Okay.
Okay,
All right.
got it.
Kai was here, my weekend girlfriend, the love of my life, my 0.5 girlfriend. This is Jorge Castro. He's out there in Puerto Rico. He owns a brewery. And what's going on, man? Are you guys hit with the new mandates or is life?
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
it's up and down, man. It's we were basically got to the point where everything could open. I can't hear you now though. I think.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry. I thought I got cut off.
No, I just wasn't talking for 2 seconds of my life.
We were back, basically almost back to normal. Everything was opening up, back up again, and then the new variant got here. So
Yeah.
now we are back to masks, and we can still have indoor dining and all that, but and we don't need to ask people for proof of vaccination yet, but we do have to keep distance and ask that they wear a mask when they're inside.
So it's pretty,
Outside it's not much of a problem.
it's pretty much how it was. I mean, it's just you got to wear a mask. You come in, you sit down, you take the mask off, 6 feet apart.
Yeah, pretty much. But capacity, I haven't heard any restrictions on capacity. I've only heard of the mask mandate. So, but the government is actually very concerned that if it keeps growing as it is right now, they might have to put up more restrictions. They don't know yet exactly what, or they haven't specified anything, but they are talking about it. Actually, my wife, who's a researcher at University of Puerto Rico, is actually one of the conductors of experiment, basically, that where they're grabbing samples from doorknobs and things where a lot of people work at
Sure.
certain parts of the institution, and when that because it's a problem where basically we have 60% of the probably older people, and so it's a little weird, because it's people who are 100% vaccinated who had the 2 vaccines are also getting sick. I mean, it's normal. It's a virus that's going to happen sometimes. But of course, I believe I already heard that there's yet another variant. So I don't know if I just got caught off here.
Yeah, I set it to normal latency because I didn't think anybody was going to come on tonight. So if I do low latency, it kind of shares the bandwidth. So I could.
Yeah, if you can still hear me, well, that's fine. I don't care if the image freezes because I don't have that great of a connection anyways.
It kind of goes both. I could kill the stream and fire up a new one really fast and do low latency.
No, that's necessary.
No. I'm gonna do. No, we're gonna do it. I'm actually gonna kill the stream right now. But stay on, Jorge.